Greetings, I am Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. Here we go. All right, Holly has just bared her soul, interestingly enough, and actually confirmed all of our many suspicions about her self-esteem. And now we're going to dig deeper. Dig a little deeper and learn a little more.
Harder, and then that's all she has to do. Anyway.
Can you tell me about my dad? I mean, I know you said he was a musician.
Oh, him. Well, he was in this glam metal band called Hell Wizard. I dropped out of college to go on tour with him.
I mean, you mentioned the other parts, just not Hell Wizard.
And then we got married when Hell Wizard did a show in Vegas. And then I got pregnant.
Oh, so you actually were officially married to him.
Oh. And then, like I said, he dumped me here.
But you were still married.
I was sure he was going to make it big, and I'd be along for the ride. But after he abandoned me and you, Hell Wizard broke up.
And then he wasn't worth any money, I guess.
Not
to be insensitive to her plight.
But that's the thing also that she usually says that she cares about, too.
It is.
Which is not an unreasonable extrapolation.
Look at the frogs just sitting in the lily pads.
Oh, listening.
That's super cute.
I divorced him and never talked to him again.
Oh.
Are you actually going to, meet your dad in the series? That'd be wild.
That would be amazing.
Just as well, he couldn't cut it as a rocker, a husband, or a father. That's the definition of a loser.
Okay, so if they can cut it as a rocker, or a husband, or a father, then they're not a loser. According to you just now.
Yes.
At Holly 2020.
Actually, I thought it was really funny where my sociology professor at one point was like, all right, guys, so we're going to define basically what fathers and mothers, what makes a father and what makes a mother.
Okay.
And every fucking good characteristic, pretty much for the most part, I really don't remember anything that they came up with that couldn't be applied to one or the other.
That was universal that was exclusive to one side.
Yeah, it was really much an experience. Oh, they're sensitive or caring or they listen, and it was like, and somebody else would say, well, my dad's sensitive and caring and listening, because I'm going with the implication here that most people don't usually attribute that to their dad.
Right.
And it's like, they were going like, basically, your gender role bullshit is made up.
So basically, whenever anyone goes, oh, well, moms are like this because my mom or because what I've experienced is, and someone else would go, no, dads can be like that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or vice versa.
And also going, your gender roles aren't nearly as resolute or absolute as you would like to believe that they are. Mm-hmm. So, which I thought was a lot of fun.
Also, the thing of going, I mean, that is fun. I would say the thing of going just like, different people do parent differently. And it doesn't matter. All right.
And also, shockingly, it might depend a lot on personality types.
Definition of a loser. How do you know he couldn't cut it as a father? Did he ever try? He couldn't cut it because he didn't try, which doesn't mean he couldn't cut it. It just means it didn't happen.
Yeah. I was like, that one's missed out on a little bit. Also, you literally were only really with him as with him being a husband for 9 months.
I'm guessing. Well,
because remember, she said we got in Vegas
married
and then I got
pregnant. Yeah. And you were with him as a man before that, but not as a husband.
Which is so entirely, radically different. And I love the thing where actually loads of people go, no, it is super different. I'm like, yeah, of course it's different, but lots of things are different. Because the thing is usually when you're an independent individual, then you're going into a situation where you're expected to be basically more social and share, which is not what everybody does, by the way.
So a number of my psych classes actually covered, basically gender roles, especially the psychology of gender, I was going to say, and how they affect relationships. And that basically there's a lot of social training for what marriage and dating and friendship, etc. look like. And so a lot of people have this idea that marriage is something specific, but it's a very implicit idea. They don't even know what they think it is different like.
Right.
So when they get married, and especially if they weren't living together before they got married and they move in together, there are these sort of programmed in expectations of the division of labor, of how things will work, of what's going to happen, that they're, again, not explicitly or consciously aware of, that they'll then start trying to fall into those behaviors without ever communicating them with their partner or examining their own beliefs differently. And they go, everything's changed, usually on both sides of the marriage.
Right.
And it's because of that social programming and the fact that we're not aware of our social programming, so we can't discuss it.
Right.
We just go, this isn't working because
reasons.
Which is why a lot of times, counselors can come in and be like, hey, so what worked before, and are you still doing that? And then also, what are you actually frustrated about, kind of thing. Anyway.
Therapists and counselors are really recommended. If you don't have one, I suggest you get one.
It's super helpful.
All right.
Do you know what happened to him after that? Third-party mediators, if you can't afford therapy, can also be helpful. Just somebody else who can give a different opinion and ask different questions.
Right. When I sent him the divorce papers, he was living in Seattle. No idea what he was up to in there. Up there.
Did he quit music altogether?
I don't know, Lily. He stopped paying child support and I barely gave him another thought.
Because I'm an independent woman who don't need no man, so I'm not going to find out whether or not, I'm not going to, basically pursue child support.
Uh-huh.
And there is some of that experience that I've seen with archetypes like Holly's of going, he stops paying child support, and instead of, going to court and fighting over it and finding out what his, actual, financial situation is and getting him basically to be legally compelled to do so by, garnishing his paychecks, all the various things that I've been familiar with coming from a low-income background with lots of divorces and child support, you just go, fine, I don't need you anyway. And then you never find out or pursue that resource anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be very in line with Holly, even though I'd be like, he could have been making it super fucking huge and owed you a ton of money in theory, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I want people to have to suffer, because the intention of child support is not to make the person paying it suffer.
Yeah.
It is to support the kids.
Yeah. And, well, you hope they do, but sometimes I wonder. Hi. You had Steve, anyway. Also a loser, unfortunately.
You're incorrigible, Mom. I liked Steve. I appreciate that to you he was a loser, but to me, he was Dad.
I deserve the best. So do you.
Have you ever found it?
And you'll have it tomorrow. This house and everything else.
Can I marry that and have a partner that supports me and social and, emotional and romantic fulfillment?
Right.
Mom?
Mom. Mom.
Yeah. Hey, can you do me a favor, Mom? I wanted to have a little party tomorrow afternoon. Do you think you could set it up in the party garden?
A party?
Oh, I live for parties.
Oh, God, you bet. You know how I love a party.
Yeah?
And Lily.
Yeah?
Huh. I changed my mind. I don't think you should sell this place. You literally just changed your mind in 2 sentences?
Yes, because it's your home too, Mom.
Well, it wasn't literally 2 sentences, my apologies, but it really was
2 tasks that we purchased with stars.
Yeah, it took no time. That's
I was
ridiculous.
say, yeah, don't worry, Mom. I'm not gonna.
Morph! Morph! Dog! I am dog!
Worf, worf. What was that gesture,
Dancing for
Lily?
joy.
I think Luke's home. Dog is amazing.
What? Wait, what? What?
I-
What? What?
A day and a half later, he's back from the other state after having done the thing. I guess.
Oh my God. What?
It's okay, because when Regina went away for a whole weekend, it was one day. So when he goes away for possibly several weeks of work, or at least a few days of interview, it can be one day.
Are we only talking about work day?
I think he was gone for 2 full days, since this one's almost over. Because yesterday was the other day. Mhm.
Ah, jeez.
She also should be like, you shouldn't be excited about him. He just broke up with you. That's why I think you're sad.
Right?
Honestly, yeah. All right, greet Luke. He is back.
I
That's fascinating. But I don't want to go greet Luke. I want to fix the other fairy houses.
We really are like Isun with Amaterasu. We can just completely understand what Dog is saying, and that's all we need to worry about.
We are. It's true. We're like, dog has a language, and I speak it.
That's perfect.
I speak to the animals. I speak for the trees.
Yes.
I will never sell this property.
Ah!
Right. Luke!
He wasn't gone for 9 years, dear.
Enthusiasm.
Hey, you!
I'm so glad you're back before I have to experience the ultimate in humiliation, disappointment, frustration, and jadedness. So good to see you.
Great. Just for the night. I gotta head back to Nevada tomorrow to start. Nevada is technically how I'd say that. I'd have to head back to Nevada tomorrow to start working in a few days.
That's fine. You'll be here for the party tomorrow then. So I'm good. Oh,
Yeah, right. I'm just here to see all my girls and pack my bags.
okay. All your girls? Huh? Oh boy.
Kids, dogs, neighbors, all my girls.
You do have a lot of girls in your life.
I love the thing of we're dancing around this so hard.
Uh-huh.
Dance, 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 rubber pants.
Do you think maybe you could hold off on leaving until tomorrow night?
I'll be kind of tired. How come?
Well, tomorrow's day 30. I was gonna have a little party at 5, to celebrate.
Oh, yeah, shit, I totally forgot. Yeah, I'll be there. Of course I'll be there. I can't stay, just can't stay for the whole thing.
Otherwise, I'll be driving until 2 a.m.
Ugh.
What is the distance between Nevada and whatever part of California in the mountains that they're in?
Depends on where you're going in Nevada. I imagine, honestly, it's probably going to be anywhere. So either Half Moon Bay, I don't know. I'd have to look it up, and I'm not going to.
That's okay. We don't need to look it up right now, but I'm like, that doesn't sound like a short drive.
No.
But it could be like 4 or 5 hours.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's like 4 or 5 hours, if not more.
So yeah, not staying all the night. Anyway, that's a thing to look up, but it totally depends on what part of Nevada. It could be if it's a straight line from Half Moon Bay to the nearest corner of Nevada,
Yeah.
Just being there is enough. I just wanted to make sure I could see you before okay, the roof of the playhouse is giving a total wing experience.
Oh.
I love this. All right, before
Before I went to my new job?
before that, I guess.
Lily? You okay?
Remember the last 6 times I asked you were okay and you said it's nothing? I'm gonna go with that.
Yep,
Because
pretty
that's
much.
been an established parts of, our relationship that are okay. I think that's one of the only times you've actually called me by my name. And just like an anime trope, that means it's very, very important that you said it. And this is a moment in our relationship because you called me by my name. And if you haven't watched anime but you're watching this series, that is a huge romantic trope.
Oh, hell yeah.
One, because in Japan, they tend to use last names, so using your first name is much more intimate. But also because there's a lot of I'll be dismissive of you and I won't really notice you. And there's a lot of tsundere going along. And then I'll say your name. And you'll be like, yes, the explosion is strong.
The thing is in Japanese culture, as far as I understand, there's a lot of basically casual indirectness. You don't be direct because being direct is rude. Like that is literally the way they conduct their business. That is the way they usually talk to each other. There's a lot about being indirect. There's even a cultural thing around, for example, going and getting a drink with your boss because it's the only time you're allowed to actually be direct with your boss. Because, well, you're all drunk. You all can say whatever you want.
You can now be rude because you're disinhibited.
Which is actually a thing, if you ever watch the series Agretzko, you can actually see in there where they go, why does suddenly everybody get really aggressive and they're all just talking their butts off at each other and going, because this is the social situation where it's allowed. But also plenty of people have criticized that culture because one, you're expected to basically buy an ass ton, and those people have a huge problem in those circles usually of basically being able to afford that. So there's a lot of issues with people not having enough money, and the work culture in there is pretty shitty.
But this is actually a trope in
Anime.
Japanese anime.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to say more. You're more than just my neighbor. Can't be calling you that all the time.
Hey, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. Greetings, neighbor.
Honestly,
Howdy, neighbor.
The thing that I need to know is how did he actually get through this whole game really without saying her name?
Because he just says, hey, hi, how you doing? Morning.
That doesn't, especially in regards to, U.S. culture, that doesn't sound very natural at all. All I do is say, hey, him, no, you, that thing over there. I'm like, I've heard lots of people be like, hey, this thing, can I get your name? Hey, Liz, how you doing? Hey,
I would
Scandal.
say usually there's a lot more using your name when you're less formal with each other when in American culture.
Yeah.
It's like if they are my friend, Scandal, I'll be like, hey, kind of thing.
Right.
Or be like, but sometimes it'll be like, hey, Scandal, screaming across the house, I need you to see this meme.
Yeah.
Which is,
Oh my god, I found this one on the toilet! You need to see this!
oh my god.
I've done that before. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
and you're like, I'll wait till you're out of the bathroom. No worries. Anybody here who has never looked at their phone on the toilet, you know what? You can cast the first stone.
It's fine.
I was gonna say, but
That'd be great.
we've come a long way. Huh.
That is a weird, we've come a long
You
way.
being able to say my name means we've come a long way.
I'm also again, I am super entertained about the level of pure indirectness that this is going. They're like, we can't actually have them be in an established relationship, because then the whole game would end. Like, I hate that trope in regards to, like, romantic stories where they're like, the second you're actually in a relationship, and this happens in YA books, which is young adult books if you don't know, all the fucking time. They do it in juvenile books. If it's anything to do with romance, everybody goes, your relationship begins and ends the second you get involved.
Right. And then the thing is there's been some people that have actually been like, it's so cool because this thing actually interacts with a relationship that's ongoing or keeps going after the relationship starts.
Right.
And apparently that's really uncommon because romance books don't deal with a romantic relationship. They deal with starting a romantic relationship.
Yep, all the time, because there's a lot of it that in regards to, like, starting a romantic relationship, I feel like sometimes it's just people wanting to write as much drama as possible, and the intensity of emotion tends to be more common or more frequent when you're getting to know someone compared to an established relationship.
So one of the things that felt most relatable to me in describing romance books and the romance tropes, and this is of course based on my experience with reading them, is
Which you've read a lot more than me. So.
I was gonna say, is this is someone just wrote the line, what was it? It was basically like creating plots by avoiding communication. One conversation would have avoided 3 chapters of plot arc.
Yes.
And it's that kind of thing. They're basically non-communication and miscommunication and never checking in about miscommunication. Basically not communicating drives their entire story. You never ask because you don't want to know in case knowing is not what you want. So you keep waiting around until maybe it's more like what you want instead of just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like romance books are based in guess culture rather than ask culture.
Yeah.
For the most part. All right. Hey, can you do me a favor and invite Karen and Rachel to the party? They both helped me here. I'd love to see them and maybe show them the end result.
No problem. I remember Rach saying she has tomorrow off, so I'm sure she'll come by with the munchkin.
Please don't bring Blaine.
Oh my god. But seriously, you okay?
I will be. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah, all right. Sure.
Get some rest, Luke. I need you tomorrow. Whoa, that's direct.
That is direct.
Not like I need you to be there or I need your support. Just I need you. That's like
him going, whoa, okay, and now I need to know.
Now wait, Lily?
Like Lily?
You have never said you need me. Just I need
Just
you.
a flat, I need you.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
I need you tomorrow.
Now I need to know. You'll get me. Night.
Good night. Is it already nighttime? Says good night to him and good night, and you better go to bed when it's still, light.
It's okay. We'll start a new day and the sun will immediately, like, catapult its way over the mountains.
I think it's also funny, too, that we're basically like, you need to go get some sleep. I'm like, Lily, you told him he needs to go do the job for you, and now you're telling him he needs to go get some sleep for you. There is a level of, like, he kind of seems to be, again, like you're treating him like he's there for you.
Again, he's not much of a character. He's mostly here for Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in regards to the narrative, Luke's not much of a character. Most of them are not really any characters. Like, it's fine.
I mean, well, them also shoving in the sort of clever one-liners here and there breaks up the character-ness a bit.
Yeah.
But overall, Lily is the most character. On the other hand, she's your main character, so you get to know her the most, I guess.
All right.
Start the new day.
Here we go.
Why are your glasses different colors all the time? Luke.
Maybe reading glasses? I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, Luke? Please don't go. Don't disappear into the desert. You mean into the diorama that your aunt built?
Right.
You can come with me wherever I am going. Just don't go. Sad dream 21? Holy crap! Well, you know what, guys? Hold on one second. Wow!
Got it.
Alrighty, day 30. Here we go. It's, Judgment Day. I was gonna say it myself. Well, it's Judgment Day, guys.
The machines are rising.
We are here. We have arrived on day 30.
Oh my god.
Let us see how this goes.
Yes.
This isn't how I thought this month would end, but I don't know.
Good morning! Oh my god! Oh, my beautiful child, you're disgusting!
Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom! Hi! Hey, Mom! Hi!
Also, where are you coming from?
I know, again, where are you sleeping?
She's supposed to be in the house, actually.
Well, apparently she always gets up earlier than Lily, is already dressed and already outside somewhere doing something. And I'm like, dude,
Hardcore as fuck.
why don't you ever come out of the house? I'm like, no wonder you're resting all day. You don't sleep.
I live off coffee, dear. Black. Just like I like 'em.
Your soul? Oh, oh my God.
I like women like I like my coffee. Black in a plastic cup.
Oh my God.
I can't remember.
Okay.
That's so fucking... I mean, like, it was a quote from something and I don't know
Okay.
what it is. But
So
I think
there's-
I've also misused it heavily.
So I like the one from Ellen, actually, where she's like,
Oh, no.
I like my coffee like I like my men. Wait, I don't like coffee.
That one is pretty good.
I say, but that one works really well because, you know, she's a declared and identified lesbian. So she's like, no men. And so it's very, very cute.
Yep. Nope. Don't like it.
I was going to say, but I thought that was extremely clever. Of course, comedians are often clever. Imagine that.
Ah.
Oh, surprising.
And sometimes they endorse, you know...
Sometimes there are many, people are many-faceted and have problematic behaviors in elsewhere other than their immediate humor in this one joke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Big
Big
day.
Big day, huh?
Big day.
Very exciting! Oh! God, I just like...
Sure.
I'm gonna go shopping for some party supplies! Need anything special?
I mean, all the stuff that I was envisioning that we need, and I didn't tell you how many people are coming, so you don't know how many supplies to get, and I haven't told you if there's like a theme or a focus or whether we're having food or not having food. And since I haven't talked to you most of my adult life, I don't know if your idea of a party is anything like what I would think an idea of a party is. So probably I should give you some information, but who knows if I will.
Oh, what do you think Cousin Larry got it from? Like, seriously.
No, I'm okay. I'm just gonna finish up in my garden. So if you buy nothing but, you know, tequila and party poppers, I guess that's what we'll have.
Shit.
Bye.
Later. Well, shit, everybody.
Oh.
Karen.
Karen, I'm gonna pop all the party poppers. Yeah!
Can I have some margarita?
Yeah, can I have the margarita?
No.
Hi,
You're 10.
I was just say, actually, Mr. Jones, well, the mix is non-alcoholic. Drinking nothing but straight sugar mix.
Yes. Biking around.
Party, running 900 miles an hour. Oh my God. All right, finish up my garden.
Okay. Well, I'll be back later to set up your party. Yeah!
My party, right.
My daughter, the heiress.
The thing you're so excited about, Mom, I don't think it's happening, but I can't tell you that. It's okay. I can't tell anyone. I'm not very communicative, and I'm also too disappointed, and I don't want to set it in stone by saying it out loud. Ty. Hey, Roxy, let's go to my garden. I have some unfinished business there.
Yes. Morph. I am dog.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we will see where this goes, but in the meantime...
Yes, thank you very much for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. Got some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies. And it was great playing with you. Bye!